Kyler. Today I'll be reviewing set 71781 Lloyd's Mech Battle EVO. This set released January 1st this year, retailing for €20 with 2 minifigures, one of which being exclusive. That of course being this golden core Lloyd minifigure. The mask is the same mold used since January 2019, first introduced with Ninjago Legacy, but hasn't come in the shade of green and gold before. As you can see, the one on the left is the Legacy golden Lloyd mask, and the one on the right is the new golden core mask. The face print is the same generic movie Lloyd had used since 2017, with an angry face on one side and a smiling face on the other. The front torso print has this weird scaly armor design over what's supposed to be a normal Lloyd suit, kind of reminiscent of the Legacy suits, with the dragon design cut off in the center of the torso. The back torso has more of the scale design with the word ninja written in jargon, like the other core suits. The legs have green belt printing with armor pads that kind of fit with the torso printing, but also looks like it's from a completely different minifigure. I don't know what it is about it, but it just doesn't fit the vibe of the suit. Interestingly though, Lloyd has a golden katana as an accessory instead of his machete that he normally has. While the Bone Warrior isn't exclusive to this set, this is the cheapest he comes in. He uses the Black Panther head attachment flipped to the front to resemble horns. The face printing has this skull design with red eyes, which thankfully isn't faded, which has been a huge problem for LEGO minifigures in the last couple of years. The Bone Warrior has this spiked arm design, and the torso printing has this cool design with bandages over this broken armor and partially exposed ribcage with a bit of the spine showing above the belt with a skull belt buckle and spikes at either side. The back torso print has more bandages where you can see more of that armor design, and the back of the ribcage as well as the spine, with the belt printing continued from the front with more spikes. The leg printing has more armor which blends really well with the torso design, as well as a small bandage above the crotch area. He also has 2 bone shurikens as his accessories, which, speaking of, I really love these bone weapon designs that you get multiple of in every set that contains a Bone Warrior in this January wave. These molds are surprisingly detailed, although I doubt we'll see these pieces used after Ninjago core ends later this year. Starting with Lloyd's mech, it's basically a recolor of Zane's EVO mech with a couple of alterations. The feet of the mech can be spun a full 360 degrees and are connected to the legs using a ball joint, although the grey design on the back of the feet clash with the colours of the mech and has translucent red pieces as well. The legs use the EVO joints introduced last year in green, which eliminates all possibilities of knee articulation and limits the overall posability of the mech, but as a pro has really great stability. The sides of the legs have the EVO armor pieces at the hips with dark green Nexonite shields near the calves of the mech, and at the back have these cones with translucent green studs to resemble rocket boosters or something. The side designs for the legs are also the same on both sides. The cockpit of the mech uses the same cockpit piece used in all EVO mechs in pearl gold, with a circular printed piece with ninja spelled in jargon. Lloyd can be easily inserted or removed from the cockpit, and it's connected by this little plate. Above the cockpit is a clip to attach the banner to, which is a printed piece and also a cheeky reference to Goku's Kaioken Kamehameha featured in the climax of the Saiyan saga from Dragon Ball Z. Anyway, the shoulders use these pearl gold pieces as armor padding connected to the mech by ball joints, and the arms themselves are made up of green EVO joint pieces with a Nexonite shield on top with Lloyd Season 11 symbol printed on tech designs, which is the same on both arms. The hands, just like the other EVO mechs, are pretty simple with a clip connected to a ball joint that has a good bit of articulation. Speaking of posability and articulation, there's unfortunately not much outside of the ball joints at the shoulders and of course the hands. Both hands can have weapons clipped in them, such as the large silver sword with the dragon hilt, or a basic gold katana included in the set. The back of the mech is pretty bare, which is fine, and has a way to attach and detach the boomerang, which can also be placed in the hands of the mech as a weapon. Very reminiscent of Pixel's Samurai X mech from the Sons of Garmadon wave in 2018. Of course, since this is an EVO set, Lloyd's mech is designed to be able to display it without the golden armor, which looks rough to say the least. It looks nearly identical to Zane's EVO mech this way, just with an obvious palette swap, but yeah, I doubt anyone will display the mech this way. The completed design is obviously so much better. The other mech included in this set is of course the Bone Warrior's mech, which uses similar building techniques to Lloyd's mech, such as with the feet, but also changes it up with the rest of the mech. For instance, the feet have pointed spikes at the front, no transplate at the back, and has some much slimmer legs using the EVO joint pieces in red for the first time. The cockpit is similar to Lloyd's mech that can be opened up in a similar way as an identical building technique to connect the Bone Warriors to the mech. The front part of the mech also has the samurai bone thing used at the top. The arms are slightly bulkier than Lloyd's mech, although the hands aren't posable on this mech. And again, the arms can be posed using the ball joint connected to the shoulders. The mech's weapon is this double-bladed scythe or pickaxe maybe, that can also be changed into a dual pickaxe / scythe. The weapon also uses the new bone sword and scythe, which look really great with the detail. Although the hat of the mech is connected by a clip and can be removed to double as a shield for the mech by connecting that, which is pretty unique for Ninjago mech. Although with the hat being used as a shield, it does make the mech look kinda bare, which can also be said about the back of the mech, which is honestly fine. The instructions have a bland CG render of the set at the front. The back still have the movie Lloyd render, although the wind design is altered to fit with the very bland instruction style. The ads feature the January 2023 core wave, and throughout the instructions has this really charming art that's honestly the best feature in Ninjago core. Post-editing Kyle here, I also forgot to mention there's an ad for Ninjago magazine, which is pretty cool. Also, this is definitely a reference to Goku's Super Saiyan 3 transformation. You cannot tell me it's not. Now, the ultimate question is, should you buy this set? Honestly, I'd say yeah. The price is actually a really great value, which is seemingly getting harder and harder to come by as the years go by. Plus, the mech designs are great for 20 bucks, but I think the Skull Warrior mech has a much better design than Lloyd's mech, but that's just personal preference. The colors go together a lot better in my opinion, with the grey on Lloyd's mech kind of ruining the design, but it's okay, and I guess you could customize it. But personally, I'd like to display my sets as they come out of the box. Not to mention the Lloyd minifigure is exclusive, and it does seem like this mech will be showing up in Dragon's Rising. There will be one of the very few canon Ninjago core sets, which is neat, and maybe an incentive for some to get this set. But at the end of the day, it's up to you to get this set or not. But if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell to stay notified for my future LEGO videos. And until next time, see ya.